WWII. Hi everyone, this is Donna from Denver saying hello to my friends and family. I just want to introduce myself. Again, I'm Donna from Denver, Colorado, and I'm starting a new online reseller website. And I think am reaching out to everyone just to let you know that I will have this new website in place on, today is Sunday, January the 10th. I'm hoping that I can have this, at least the introduction, posted by the Monday, the 11th of January. Um, in that week, I will also be doing some hauls I have a lot of product and items already that I've been purchasing. Have a lot from my personal belongings that I'm going to also list. I presently have a Shopify store, and the website is countrycuteshop, all one word, .com. My email address is similar, and it is countrycute.shop@gmail.com. I have a little cheat sheet here because I want to make sure that I talk about all the points that I want to get included in my introductory video today. I plan to, further on down the road, plan to add other websites like Facebook Marketplace so I can process and sell hopefully some of the larger items that I have. Didn't think about, the cost of shipping and the weight and all that sort of good stuff, and just the bulkiness of boxing up and mailing out. So I'll do a lot of the larger items on Facebook Marketplace, and they will be for sale locally here in Denver, Colorado. I might also try to do a little eBay listings and Etsy listings because I have a lot of higher end products too and they tell me that those are two of the websites where you list some of your more expensive products. So I'm learning, and I'll figure out just as I go along where I should list and how I should list and all that sort of stuff. I'm really excited about this new adventure, but I'm also just a little nervous because I know nothing about technology, but I thankfully have a lot of family that can help me in that area, and especially my son-in-law, Sean, who is my IT person, and he's been taking me by the hand and just leading me step by step through some of the processes that I will need to master in order to make this store work. Sean is the IT person for the entire Denver Public Library system, so he knows everything that there is to know about technology and what I need to know and how to implement it to get my store up and running and keep it going. He's teaching me how to create the videos, and I think we're gonna maybe have to maybe a little later on edit some of the videos, upload them, and then he's also teaching me how to take the photos and upload those photos and to my website, and so it's a challenge for me, but thank God he is patient enough to really help me. In my previous life, I was employed by the city of Denver, and I recently retired, and it was just kind of like looking around. I took a year off after my retirement and just kind of looked around and see, after I took some time off, decided, I want to do something, but I don't necessarily want a full-time job again. So during the course of my retirement, I've worked at various organizations. I worked for attorneys. I worked for an automotive school. I also worked for a marijuana company in their accounting, the corporate office in the accounting department. And I think it's okay if I say that because marijuana and drugs are legal here in Colorado. The medical and recreational drugs, those are available and are legal here in Colorado. So I had fun because I never really had any exposure to that environment before. But I had a lot of fun working in that. I worked with a lot of young people. Of course, I was always the oldest person in the office. But I learned a lot about that industry and just how that worked. And I enjoyed it very much. And so I started, my grandson came to me one day. Well, not one day. He would come to me all the time, one of my grandsons. And he would show me all these different videos, and just a lot of different strange stuff. And I says, where do you find this stuff? I said to him, I says, where do you find all of this? And he said, well, Grandma, off of YouTube. And I said, well, what is YouTube? So he kind of showed me that. And so I started going into YouTube and visiting different websites. And one day I kind of stumbled across an online reseller. And I think it was D, Thrill of the Thrift. And so I started watching that, and I thought, well, that looks like something that would be fun to do. That would be something that I would enjoy doing. And so then I discovered other online resellers. And so I started watching them and watching their programs and what they did and what all was involved. And so I thought, I'm going to try that. So in December, I think it was of 2019, I'm pretty sure that's when it was, I started, figuring out and finding out what it would be that I would need to have to get a website going. So I went down to our to the office, Secretary of State, and got incorporated, not incorporated, I did an LLC, and got all the necessary paperwork to get it together and get it up and running. Then I started buying different equipment that they said that I would need, to make it work. So I got cameras, and I've got, a lot of inventory, just all the things that and of course I have my computers, and now I have an iPad, just on and on and on and on, So that was in December of 2019. And then in January, I was still working at home remotely. And then COVID hit. So that kind of just stopped not only what I wanted to do, but everyone, that we had to kind of like figure out what was going on with that. Well, then of course I got really sick with COVID. And, I was able to get through that, thank God, okay. And, then I started thinking about my shop again, and I was getting a little anxious again about all that. And again, that is again, I'll repeat this name, countrycuteshop.com. Country Cute Shop is all one word. And I think the C is the only one the C of the country is the only one that's capitalized, but it's countrycuteshop.com. So then I just wanted to get it going, and for many years I enjoyed just shopping and junking. When my mother was alive, we would go down on Broadway, which was known here in Denver as Antique Row, and we would just go into the different shops and things that they had down there. Had a great number of shops down there, and they still do. And we would buy stuff for for our families and for our homes. And you see so many nice things, you would buy them whether you thought you could use them or not, because we figured, well, if we don't use them, somebody in the family could use them, so that's what we did. And then when I learned, after I discovered the online reseller, I was sick. I just said, well, shoot, I can make money doing this, and that's not my main goal, but it is one of the goals, is to make money on it. And so I just kept getting, I need to get this up and running, got to the point where whenever I thought I was going to have it up and running, something would happen, and I wasn't able to get it going. And so then I thought, well, you know what, I just need to step back and relax and let God move me in His time, get this shop going. And that's what I did. I just kind of just let it go, and then things started happening. So I have spent these past several months, after I got over my illness, just watching a lot of the online resellers, like George of Antique Nomad, and Scott of Old Curiosity Shop, and Dee, the Thrill of the Thrift, and Joan, the Thrift Queen, and just to name a few. And then I also love to watch Joan of A Work in Progress, and that's just a few of them that I watch. There are a great number of them that I love to watch. I have fun shopping, and that's the fun part. But then I realized too that there was a lot of work involved, with not only the buying, which is fun, but you had to get them home, get them clean, get them prepared for listing, do the listings, do the researching on, just the history of the manufacturers and what product you actually had in hand. So that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to establish a regular schedule. Like I said, I think I'll have this posted I think it'll be posted Monday, which will be January the 11th. And then subsequent to that, I hope to have a couple of haul videos ready to go up that week too, because as I say, I have a lot of product here right now. I just got to get it prepared to list. So I'm going to be doing that, and I have to discipline myself, I know, in order to not only do the shopping, but then, get up every day at a reasonable hour and do the cleaning and the researching and the preparing the listings. And so it's going to be a lot of work for a one-man show. Well, I think it's a one-man show, but I always have Sean that he'll help me do some things that need to be done. And I know a couple of my daughters, like I said, they have families and jobs themselves, so they'll help me though whenever they can. But I don't expect them to, just to be able to drop whatever their life involves to come over and help me do this. So I've got to learn to do all of this on my own, and I'm ready to do that. I'm not necessarily saying I'm looking forward to all the work, but I know it's a necessary part of the process. My hope is that, again, that I'll be able to create a couple of videos a week and do with the haul products that I have. And again, yeah, but I'm just looking forward, and I'm looking forward to maybe, because I love watching Dee and her daughter, I think her daughter's name is Jessica, do their live sales. I love watching Joan do her from a work in progress, do her live sales. And I love traveling across the country with George of the Antique Nomad. And I love listening to Scott when he tells us, educates us about all the different lines of manufacturers and so forth. Depression Glass, I'm watching all of that series of presentations that he's doing right now. But again, the name of I know I've gone on too long, but again, the name of my shop is Country Cute Shop, all one word, capital C for the first country, capital C on country, cute dot shop. No, countrycuteshop.com. Okay? I just ask for your prayers and your support and words of encouragement, and I know that you'll help me start down this successful journey, and I'm claiming it, that it will be a success, and I'll be talking to everyone again. I'll see you all the next time. I'm getting signals from the person handling my camera, who is Sean. I need to wrap it up, but thank you all so very, very much, and God bless each one of you. Again, my name when I come on is going to be Donna from Denver, and you'll see my website down below in the description box. Sean's going to make that work for me. So, but anyway, God bless all of you, and thank you so very, very much for taking the time to listen to me. And I'll be trying to get in touch with all of you too. So thank God. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.